these referendum dealing with liquor by the drink, other alcohol-related issues, they seem to have really swept these small towns in Tennessee. Speak to that. What's the reason for that?
The small towns are dying for additional sources of income. You know, they've got a little piece of sales tax, they've got some property tax, they may have access to something like wheel taxes, although that may also be a county issue. There aren't many ways for them to get additional money right now. On top of that, their voters want to see nicer restaurants in their places. You got two different kinds of referendums. You got liquor by the drink referendums, which pass fairly routinely, and then you got referendums about package stores, retail package stores. And they pass, but maybe not at quite the same level, because people tend to be a little more opposed to them. You get one or two licenses, liquor by the drink licenses in a town of the size of, well, let's say White House, probably have a half a dozen. But they're mostly restaurants that were there already, and people who've just decided to upgrade their activity because it makes more money for the merchant, more taxes are paid to the city. The citizens don't drive as far when they go out to dinner.
Selling wine in grocery stores. Will this be an issue this year? It's been an issue in years past. Give me the over-under on the odds of this being addressed in a serious way at the state legislature and being able to pass the state legislature.
Well, you know, we've discussed, I'm the lobbyist for wine and grocery stores. I represent the Grocers Association. We are going to make a much stronger effort this year to pass it in the House and the Senate. We have made some small but incremental progress with this in the past few years. The other side, which is principally the liquor stores, but to some degree also the liquor wholesalers, have consistently opposed this and always thought we didn't even have we couldn't find a sponsor, we couldn't get a motion, we couldn't get a second. And the truth of the matter is, we've got sponsors, we got good sponsors, we've got both the Speaker of the House and the Lieutenant Governor are openly in favor of this. This is going to be a different kind of year. Last year was an election year, and politicians are leery of voting on liquor-related things in election years. This is not an election year.
You're predicting success.
I always predict success. I mean, there's no point in being in this if you don't think you're going to win. I think we're going to win. The vast majority of Tennesseans want us to win. You know, you've got less than 1,000 people in the industry who are opposed to this because they perceive that this threatens their livelihood. The truth of the matter is, everybody in the state of Tennessee has been to other states where wine is sold in grocery stores. And a lot of times there's a liquor store right next door who's doing very well. You can't go to the beach without seeing wine sold at Walmart or the 7-Eleven next door, albeit different kinds of wine. But by and large, grocery stores want to sell table wine. They're not going to sell Ripple. They're not going to sell $50 bottles of French wine either. They're going to provide the kind of product that people will want to have on their table when they're having spaghetti or beef bourguignon.